Howdy Happy Campers, JT here, and it's another fine day out here in good old Oklahoma furloughed country. Since I'm on furlough, might as well show you a little bit here. People have been asking. My 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. Picked it up June of 2021, and just want to show you what the Cablegate looks like right now for my particular vehicle. I'm in Oklahoma, so your Cablegate condition might be a little worse off or better, who knows, depending on the salt, the sludge, and everything, you know, environmental. Here's the tools, of course, you need to take off the cover in the back. Here's what I'm going to use. 10mm socket, of course, gloves if you want, tape. You see it right here, no need to talk about it. This is the tape that I use, silicone tape and 3M covering. You can use anything that you look up on the internet is best. You know, there's probably something better there, but I just want to show you real quick. So, enough jibber jabber, let's get under here. So we're talking about the Cablegate here. That's the whole problem a lot of people are concerned about. This is mine. Mine is a 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. I picked up in June of 2021, and this is the condition, as you could see. I check it on a regular basis, especially when I'm under the vehicle, whether it's spraying lubricant or silicone or, you know, lubricating the lines. Basically, when people have questions, for example, do I need to disconnect the hybrid plug working on a transmission or the differential when I change it? Safety first, yes, you should. But if you handle electricity like I do all the time, here, I just generally let it sit for an hour, in this case, an hour and a half. Let the energy and electrical dissipate from any charge here before I mess with it. Just think of it like this, like an electrical extension, okay? As long as you don't put your finger or anything in there, metal, to ground yourself, you'll be okay. So I'm going to take this off and show you. So the main concern here is people, especially in the countries not like in Oklahoma or Texas, maybe in the East Coast or Canada or somewhere where there's a lot of winter and snow and sludge. This will corrode. You've probably seen videos. I want to show you different angles here. Well, it will corrode in time if you don't take any precautions. I'm not going to bore you to death with every 10 million videos out there. Look it up yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. Mine, I have no problems with it. But if you want to take some precautions to, or get an idea how to protect it for your vehicle, where you're situated in the world or in the country, let me show you. We're going to loosen it up, held down by two bolts, one here and one right there. Okay. And it just pulls straight down. Just like that. All right. What you don't want to do is see the connections there. Of course, not touch it. Don't get it dirty. You know, you don't want to damage that. So I'm going to kind of slightly just pull it down a little bit out of the way like that. Okay. So I'm going to put it aside for right now and leave it there. What I'm getting at is this here. In case you haven't noticed, see the white tape here? I put that, it went all the way to the back here, back there. I put that 2 years ago because I wanted to see, well, let me see if I can protect it. Because of course, back then everyone's scared, it's going to corrode and you got to turn it in, all this bad stuff's going to happen. I put that there and then I stopped and I said, well, let me just see if this tape, which is this silicone tape, all right, supposed to be electrical anyway, will help protect it from the environment. As you notice, okay, it's dusty. All right. Now, whether it'll keep out the water, understand one thing, and that's why I stopped and only did this. I wanted to see, one, if it'll stay and if it'll stick and how long it'll last. So far, for 2 years, it's lasted pretty good. I could cut it off and see what happens and go from there. Basically, what I did here is taped it at the joints here, all right, to prevent any more, how would I say this, possible water leaking inside the connection, okay? Because this is the way I look at it. This is not a sealed unit, all right? This covers the connections inside, of course. The reason I say it's not sealed, not like airtight. If you think about it, right? If it was airtight, winter time comes, water, whatever, it'll have nowhere to escape. The moisture will just form in there, and of course, once the moisture starts building up, it'll corrode the inside. And once the inside gets corroded, it'll transfer out. That's why this, as you can see, is still in good condition. All right. So again, that's my point of view. The work they did, what I heard was they replaced this whole unit and opened one in the back here. You see some open in the back, and that was their remedy for the water to drain out and prevent that corrosion. Whether that works or not, I couldn't tell you. I'm just sharing you what my thoughts are. So let's say, for example, it's open in the back here and you want to protect it. All right. I really have no workaround or suggestions. What I can suggest is just this here. This is 3M tape. All right. You could get some foil or whatever you might want, and just basically you want to put some kind of barrier. Again, taking it easy, making sure this is not going to touch anything when you work on this, because again, that's a delicate equipment. What you want to do, of course, if you're worried, is put that here, okay, where it was an open area. I'm going to put it here for now, and do this. Cut off a little piece like so, all right, and tape it on the back here, all right, where that area is open. You know, cut the piece to length and to size to where it'll cover it up. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to leave this on here just to test it, you know, the winter time, to see what happens and see if it will come off, if it will corrode or not. Again, I want to leave it open to let any potential water or moisture drain out where it's supposed to. Whether that's really happening or not, I have no idea, because I'm not going to crawl under here while it's driving. So that's my suggestion, tip. See that right there? You could put that, and then you can cover it up to show you what I mean here. And I'm going to take this off. I will take this off in a few months, or maybe just leave it. The silicone tape here. Cut off your piece, and this is pretty sticky stuff right here. You know, just long enough there, just like that. And then put it over that. All right, you know, whether you want to wrap it around, that is up to you. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you have to. I am just showing you what you could possibly do. This is the most important thing you need to keep in mind, all right? I'm not a mechanic. I don't work in the warranty department, and I sure don't work for Toyota. What I'm getting at is this. There's a possibility those people up there, if you have to bring your vehicle in for repairs or whatever, right? What happens if they say, because they want, or they don't want to pay any money for repairs, they might say, hey, you modify this Cablegate, that's not covered under warranty, and we're not going to fix it. You get my point here, right? All right, so just sharing that with you. However you take it, that's up to you. So again, once you put on there, if you want to take that precaution, put it over there just like that. All right, you know, hold it there for a few bit, and it'll stay. It's pretty good. All right, again, this is the same thing that's been on there for 2 years now. Wrap it around however you want, then you go and decide from there. All right, so that's all I want to share you. Myself, if I was you, I probably would not. I think it would not cover the very bottom in case there's a little water seepage in there that will come out of those. Because again, it's not airtight. I mean, maybe it's a little tiny gap where the water can come out. I have not myself taken this apart. Yeah, a little chicken. I don't want to damage it in any way. You know, those tabs might break and I can't put it back. So I just want to share that with you. All right. And that's about it. You decide what you want to do. I'm going to leave it on there. Maybe make a follow-up video in the future to show you how long it lasted. For my sake, again, be careful when you do this. You don't want to damage those connections when you put it back in. And as you notice, all right, I'm doing it nice and slow. Working with any electrical stuff, do it nice and slow. Don't rush it. Don't force it. There you go. Get it nice and level. Don't just start shoving it in there. It should fit nice and easy. All right. As they say, there you go. Just want to make sure that's in there right. There you go. See that? Nice and easy. Like the old saying goes, if it does not fit, don't force it. Nice and easy in there. Some people even put dielectrical grease on the seals. I haven't done that. You know, the seal itself looks good to me. I see no problems with it. So I'll just leave it the way it is. There it is. Suggest you start it nice and easy so that you don't cross-thread it. So I'm just going to put it on there and hand tighten it for now until I can feel it going in with no problem. Okay, just hand tight, nice and tight. Okay, let's say you got it in place, all right? Because this is the best way. If you're going to do this project, then bolt it down first. That way it's stable. You're not messing with the electrical connections. And then cut off your tape. So I'm going to run it through the back here. Tape it like so. And then come around like this. All right, just like that. Okay, so you get the idea. Wrap around if you want to, as much as you want to or not. That's just it, just to show you. Keep going around and around. That's about all I can tell you for right now. Good luck with what you good folks decide to do to protect yourself and your vehicle. This is one fantastic vehicle, I can tell you. I'm glad I keep mine. You know, I sprayed it with for the protectant. You know, you've seen it on my video. I keep doing it again every time I get under here. So that's it. If you have any questions, put them in comments below. In fact, you know, what I hope is that enough people look at it and maybe share their idea of what they've done. You know, who knows? All we can do is share with each other, right? Because of course Toyota, I mean, they're pretty good. I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but it is what it is. You know, it's all about profit and money. So let me put the cover back on and hope you learned something. If you find it useful, share your experience of what's going on with your part of the country where you're at, any problems or what it looks like as far as the damage or the problem, or even how bad it's been looking for your vehicle. All right. Thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. And God bless.